We recommend this product be installed by a competent gunsmith.
Modification of your firearm may nullify the warranty of the firearm's manufacturer.
No liability is expressed or implied for damage or injury which may occur from improper use or installation of this product.
You are responsible for the safe handling, legalities, and use of your firearm.
Warning: always wear safety glasses when working on firearms. Hi, I'm Scott Folk with Apex Tactical Specialties. Today I'm here to walk you through the initial assembly and usage of the Apex FN disassembly fixture. Tools required are a hammer between 6 and 10 ounces, a flathead screwdriver, and a 3/32 inch pin punch. The kit contains an upper plate, a lower plate, an alignment screw, a polymer spacer, and 3 fixture pins that are all the same. On first assembly of the plate, you'll need to put 2 of the fixture pins in the 2 unmarked holes at the top. Place the pins and gently tap them in position. They are intended to be permanently installed at this point. So we'll tap the pins in gently with a hammer until they seat. The markings on the lower plate tell you where to put the pin for either frame you're working on. If you're working on a 509, the third pin goes in that hole. If you're working on FNS-C, the pin goes in this hole. It is not intended to be permanent. The pin is supposed to fall in and have a little bit of slop in it. Before I put the frame on the fixture, I'm going to take out the takedown lever. I'll turn the frame up on its side. I'll put my pin punch on the inside of it, right here on the black surface, and I'll rotate it out until it pops out. From here, I'll pull it and I will rotate counterclockwise. With the movable fixture pin in the right location for the 509, I'll set the frame on top, and I'll make sure that the 2 pins on the top, the 2 fixed pins, are on top of the frame, and the movable pin is inside the trigger guard. From here, I'll take my polymer spacer, I'll set it in and push it down. I'll take my top cap and align it onto the 2 pins at the top and make sure it aligns onto the 3rd pin. You should see the pins just barely protruding from the top at this point. Next, I'll take my screw, set it in there, and I'll take my flathead screwdriver and I'll bring it down and I'll just touch it down on top of the top plate until we check alignment. So right there's about good, and we'll go from there. This next step is the most critical to alignment and use of this fixture. Your top alignment pins need to be in the proper position. This pin should be against the U-shape or the horseshoe shaped piece of steel in the frame and all the way down against the plastic of the trigger guard, the dust cover. Same thing back here, the back pin needs to be down against the frame on the plastic itself, like right here, to make sure it's properly aligned. Look at this from all different perspectives and angles to make sure you have it in position. As you need to, slightly tighten the screw to snug it up and make sure that's in place as you do so. Be careful, do not over tighten the screw. The next thing we're going to do is a tap test once we've confirmed alignment of the frame. This is going to verify we're in the right spot. I'll take my pin punch and I'll put it in the hole for the proper frame, in this case the 509 and FNS-C. I want you to listen very closely for a metallic tapping sound. It's metallic metal on metal. The idea is that you're identifying that the pin punch is properly aligned over the pin in the frame. I'm going to intentionally flex my frame here to move it off the hole, and this is what it should sound like when it's not aligned. Kind of a metallic clunk to it versus a tick. That's what we're looking for, is that ticking sound. This is the most difficult part of the 509 disassembly process. I'm using my new mid-size frame just for reference because this pin's only been removed once, so it makes it a little harder to remove. I want to point out that I'm using the hole labeled for FN509 and FNS-C on this frame. I've already confirmed my tap test and I'm ready to actually start driving the pin out. This is the reason you bought this fixture. This fixture is designed to hold the frame while you push the pin out so you don't damage your frame. This needs to be done on a very solid surface. You need to do it on in my case, on a work table with a steel lay right underneath it, or on a vise anvil, or on your garage floor on the concrete. Something very solid and very stable so it doesn't move and flex. So, my pin aligned, I've done my tap test to confirm. I'm going to take my hammer, and I'll give 2 light taps on top and then a good strong strike. At this point, I can feel my pin punch has gone all the way down against the fixture. Now that I have my pin driven all the way down against the fixture, I'll go ahead and remove the pin and take out the screw and the top plate and show you how to remove the frame from the lower plate. I'll pull my top plate off and my movable fixture pins so they're out of the way. At this point, you're going to need to pull the pin off the frame. Now your frame pin is lodged in the lower frame. That's intentional to hang on to it so we don't lose the pin. To remove your locking block pin from the lower plate, put the pin punch in the hole and just hang on to it lightly and then tap the pin out into your hand. Now you've got the pin out ready to be put back into the frame when you reassemble. Now that you have the forward locking block pin removed from the frame, you'll need to remove the trigger pivot pin and this here housing pin as demonstrated in our FN509 disassembly video.